Hey everybody, it's BC here, and welcome to another episode of Planet Nomads. And currently working on our little mock-up town, city, whatever you want to call it, just for the sake of something to do while we're waiting for the new wipe, and gather up some resources while we're waiting. One of the things I wanted to do, well, actually, as you can see, I got myself set up here. I want to do a test. Someone was a lot of discussions about the lag that I've been getting. I've done some testing thinking maybe it was me being in build mode when I went out there, because when I first loaded up, I haven't been down there after doing anything from the last episode, and I didn't get any lag down there, but that's because I was in inventory mode, or survival mode, or whatever this is called. And I didn't get any lag, so I was doing a little bit of experimenting, and it turns out it had nothing to do with build mode. I guess it processed everything over there when it was loading up the world. So yeah, I tend to get a little bit of a load time now. That is not normal. But I want to do a test. Someone was suggesting that because what I think is going on is the game has to update every item that passes through every conveyor section and every container and every mine and every printer. Every time I go down it sort of loads the area. That's sort of background processing right now, and it's focusing on this, sort of like chunk loading in Minecraft. So the longer I stay here, the more lag I should technically have if I go there. So what I did, I got a container here, and I got this completely full. Well, not completely full, but I got enough on me, and this will do me for a while. I got reactor setup, generator, whatever, and a stasis chamber, so I can try to spend as much time up here as I can. And see, that autosave was so quick. And yeah, and then go back after, a week or so in game and see how bad it is down there. But anyways, I want to go. I put a Wi-Fi on this, hoping this was going to work, but I don't know if you can actually see the Wi-Fi in the screen. But right about here is where it cuts out. It's kind of there you go. So it's terrible range on that. So I'm not even gonna bother using it. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm thinking about putting a tower in here just for the sake of it. We're gonna make it all glass wall. I do want to leave some room because I want to be able to drive through this thing pretty damn quick. I'm thinking of like a bit of a finale. I actually want to see if I could try to jump this whole thing. I'll get a ramp set up. We'll get the rover up top and we'll bring it down full speed and see if we can set it off. One of the other things I want to test too. I won't do it this episode, but I want to try using the small armored blocks and making roads out of that and see if the rover responds better than this, because it seems to be picking up those beams that are underlined. But anyways, let's go ahead and put our corner in. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to try to keep it in line though. I was planning on recording a couple of episodes in a row, but I have to log into Hellion here pretty quick and go rescue my ship because it's my friend was using it, and he had a bit of an incident and didn't make it back, and so he tried to go rescue the ship, and he didn't make it the second time, and now he's can't get a rescue ship, so I got to go out there and get it. But anyways, yeah, this is going to be probably about the same size as this. I want to try to be able to use this staircase idea. The problem is the stairs take up so much, so it's going to have to be, let's see, I'm going to make this one all out of windows too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 by 3. Okay, so yes, where's the door on this one? We'll have the door on this side. And yes, we are going to light this all up too. Maybe we'll try to go for a nighttime drive. I'll get some lights on the rover there. All right, where's my window? My window is 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We go ahead and put the corner here, and then we go back to here. Oops. Itchy mouse finger. What can I say? 1, 2, 3, and like so. One thing I'm not gonna do, because it's not like this is supposed to be like cosmetic or decorative. This is just something for fun, but I'm not going to really worry about this section here. I'm just going to have enough floor space so we can walk around and go all the way up to the top. Don't know how big it's going to be. It's not going to be super huge. I have thought about having a large tower as like a launch tower, using the jetpack, go up like maybe 300 or 400 meters, do a run and jump with the jetpack, and see how far we can get. I don't know if we can still use the little battery packs for the suit now, like the backups, but it might be an idea for long distance travel until we actually get some flying machines in this game. Alright, so there we go. We go ahead and put the corner in here. And we put windows. 1, 2, and then I gotta get my door up because I replaced it with the Wi-Fi, which was a waste of time anyways. And I don't think I have any metal parts on me. I do not. But anyways, let me go ahead and start getting a couple floors set up, and I'll bring you back when I'm all done. Okay, I got it all finished up. I decided to change it from a 3x5 to a 5x5, get a little more square looking. And I made it 5 floors too, so I'm going to end it here pretty quick. I thought I'd just go for a little stroll through. I left a rooftop access. I might add a few more floors to it. Whoa, jeez. Well, that's going to be tricky. This thing is bigger than it looks, especially when you're driving through the buildings. That's something I'll have to take into account. Actually, what I can do, let's get out of here. I got the suspension high, that's why. Let's actually change this to soft. So I got it on rigid right now. This will actually bring it down. Maybe we might have to build a low rider, get this thing like hugging the ground, because we don't have to worry about terrain. Because realistically, I could have the cab drop down, have the wheels right on the side of the cab, and then have the blocks coming out, the batteries on top, so we can get this a little lower down. It's a little bouncy though. But it works. Oh! Jeez. Thank God they don't have any crash damage on right now, I don't think. But, there we go. This is the building I built. I fell down the staircase once already. Thank God for jetpacks. I gotta remember to move that thing or it's gonna clip to the ground. Yeah, I was working on the 4th floor and I kind of stepped off the edge here. I didn't bother putting any railings in. I am gonna get some lights in here. I'm just gonna put a central light on each floor. Probably, I don't know how far the generators will actually reach, but I might have to put one on the 3rd floor here and maybe have that power this building, maybe the building next to it. Because I want to have the doors working too. But let's climb our way up to the top. Yeah, that wasn't actually too expensive, surprisingly. There was a lot of glass, a lot of metal, but honestly, when I was hooked up to the Wi-Fi, when I was connected to the Wi-Fi, it was telling me I had about 2,700 of each in that container. So, but there we go. It's actually maybe a project to work on then on the next map. See how big of a tower we can build. Hey, I can see my base from here. But, yeah. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Falling off there. But, yeah, as I was saying, I'm set up here for a while, so I'm probably gonna do a few more episodes and see how well the lag holds up. See if it gets any worse. Wow, it's quite the view up here. Really nice. I'm also wondering about the draw distance on the buildings. If I were to go, let's say, to that peak over there and I was supposed to build something, like a big giant tower or statue, or I almost walked off the ground there, or something. If we would see it from here, or if it's got like a 2 kilometer draw radius or something, because I know that's quite a far ways away. That's got to be 4 or 5 kilometers probably. Makes me wonder if we went up high enough, would we be able to go see the crash site, which would be, I think it was in that direction. I did have a beacon, but I took that out. That was A, and that's no longer active, and our old pod is no longer there because I spent about an hour dismantling it for a few resources. But anyways, that's going to be it. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.